We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, faithful acolytes, it is time, once again, for this. And of course, what this is the extremely spicy tortilla chip, the Paqui One Chip Challenge 2022. Now, I have a lot of thoughts on this. And this is not opened, as you can see. It is still sealed. Can you see the seal there? You can see right there. Still sealed, still sealed. So, I'm not going to open this. I'm going to talk about this for a minute. This might be my last one chip challenge. And the reason for that is because the first year I did it, which I think was 2020, $4.99. So one chip already costs more than an entire bag of chips, which is, I mean, I get it, okay? It's a specialty thing. It's a niche thing. You're probably not going to sell a whole ton of them. The packaging is not inexpensive, this coffin-shaped business. And you have to develop the chip, and it's one chip at a time. So actually putting it into the packaging and doing this other stuff is going to cost more respectively. I get that, okay? So it is a niche thing, a novel thing. It's not like the Reaper and Scorpion powders that they use are crazy expensive or anything like that. But I mean, there's R&D and so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. So $4.99, say, okay. Last year, 2021, it took me a while to find it. In fact, I didn't even post it until the beginning of this year. But it took me a while to find it. The first year I found it in a grocery store. The second year, I had to get it on Amazon. And that had to do with some circumstances at the time. It was not... I don't know if it was in grocery stores, just because I had a personal situation that was one of those major life events that I had to deal with for a sustained amount of time. So, not Paqui's fault. I ordered it on Amazon, $6.99. So now $6.99, we're going, now we're starting to creep up, right? First year it's $5. First year I did it anyway, it's $5. Second year, it is $7. This year was, again, not in stores. I have not seen this in stores at all. Ordered on Amazon, which is, I think, the majority where they're pushing this now. And $8.99. So now we're $9. $9 for a single chip, which is like 3 bags of chips. And I get all the gougy stuff that is going on with people using the pandemic as a pretense and a shield, right? We see it with gas prices. We see the gas companies gouging everybody, right? We see all that stuff because they're flatly lying about the stuff, but if they feel like they can get away with it, they can just say, oh, pandemic, you're going to cost more, right? Even though it's vastly overcharging. And if you look at their profits are at record levels because of that gouging, right? I don't know if that's the case with these guys, but I also don't understand why this chip is $9. I mean, so there's also another one called the Last Chip. I don't know if I'm going to do that. The last time I saw it was $16. That one I understand because it's imported, I think, from India or something like that. And it's obviously a knockoff of this. So I don't know if I'm going to actually do that, though. This one and last year's had a lowering, really, of ingredients. They went to what was a fairly extensive flavoring system down to basically 2 things. Let's take a look at those right now. So we have Reaper powder, Scorpion chili powder. That's what we have. Same as last year. I don't know if this is hotter or about the same as last year. I saw my buddy Donnie the Chili Mancer. Definitely check out his stuff. But he's got a YouTube channel as well if you're not familiar with him. But and he also does, I think, Reddit or something too. So you can have a lot of fun with Donnie. He's cool. But so he did this, and well, a couple things. His video, he had one of those background things on, and it actually pulled his tongue out of the shot. The whole blue tongue thing. But he found it challenging. So this is going to be, I think, it always is a test of my prep, the usual prep I do, and my tolerance at the time. My tolerance is, at the time, I would not say is particularly high. I think it's about in the middle. It's not super high, but it's not low either. So anyway, though, a lot of this stuff, I'm just going to say this now. If I can't get one of these things for under $10, I'm not doing this again. This is a video that I think that if you're a YouTuber in this chili head space, this is something you have to do. This is one of those things in the industry that you kind of have to do. But it's certainly not for flavor. These have been disgusting. Every single one I've had has been noxious and just vile, just a vile tasting chip. And of course, it's just a heat challenge, right? That's all it is. It's a stunt chip. But if it gets over $10 a chip, I am done. I will not be doing another one of those because that is way, 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 way too much for me to consider doing. At some point, I might do a whole series about being a chili head. I'm actually giving that a lot of thought. I've had people ask me about it and for it to a degree over the years. And I see some people doing it. I know Scoville's done some stuff. So I might do my own series with that. But it goes back to what I've said about sometimes being a chili head can be a very, very expensive proposition. So, and you have to have a line that you're going to draw and just not go past. I think you just have to do that. So this appears. Oh no, is it broken? Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is broken in the bag. Here's the bag. I'm going to open this. No, I am actually, because I'm not doing liquefy or anything. I'm not really worried about camera angles. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open it so you can actually see it. So let's take a look at the rest of the packaging first though. So we have, and I don't understand why they have this. Oh, this must be just for folding, I guess. Face the wrapper, any last words? Oh, yeah, you're getting my last words. All right, rules for challenge. Eat the chip. Duh. Prove it, show your tongue, sure. Long as possible before eating or drinking anything. I don't think so. No, I don't think we're doing that. I don't have anything to drink on the table right now, though, so post your reaction on social media with One Chip Challenge. Sure. We'll throw the hashtag in the description for the video. All right. Oh, and there's stuff here. So One Chip Challenge. You, a simple being who thinks they can handle the surge of extreme heat. And oh, this is like a fighting bar. The Reaper, one supercharged demon powered by the most electrifying peppers on earth. What to expect? Oh, okay. Made with scorpion pepper and... Did they just use this from last year, maybe? This high voltage chip was created for the shocking pleasure of intense heat and pain. All right, so 1, tongue takeover. 2, shock the senses. 3, surge of tears. 4, jolt to the gut. 5, voltage overload. Oh, yeah, there's electricity. Sure. I mean, I guess you can make the case that synapses use electricity, right? And there's obviously a reaction with the brain when it comes to eating spicy stuff in general. So I suppose you could, but it's not like it's going to, this doesn't contain voltage. It's not like it's going to overload anything. Ridiculous. So I do remember, and there's a video of these where Takis did a Halloween series of tongue color changing things, and this is nice too. You get a free bag of chips, which I think helps with the shock value a little bit. Okay, so we'll look at those in a second. So how long can you last before you short circuit? Oh boy. 1 minute powerless. 10 minutes power full, 30 minutes supercharged, an hour invincible. So I think this is a really dumb way of doing this. They used to have 5 minutes in there, but now, so now these videos just get really long because you've got to spend 10 minutes to get to the first level thing here. And like, is somebody really going to record? Like, do people do that? I haven't looked around at this because I honestly can't be bothered to care about it that much. But do people actually film themselves for 30 minutes or an hour or longer, eating these things and just staring into the camera? I crushed the Paqui 2022 one chip chip, and I don't know. I have the blue tongue to prove it. So I don't know why this. Like, do a bumper sticker or something, I guess, maybe. Okay, oh, I didn't go through the chips. I better do that. This might be my last video, so that's why it's going to be a bit extended, I think. We'll keep the coupon. I might have some of these. I did like the Honda Ghost chips for making nachos, which is these. I have done a review on those. The Fiery Chile Limon, I have done a video on those as well. The Tropical, I have never seen anywhere, but I don't think I'm super interested in that or the Verde. So, I mean, maybe if I see, the jalapeno Tropical, that's what that is. And this nacho cheese, I have the nacho cheese, I didn't like it, I didn't think it was a good chip at all. Maybe I'll try to find this, I don't know, I don't eat a lot of chips for enjoyment. Most of the time when I'm eating chips and snack foods, it is literally just for this video content. I just don't eat that type of food normally. Okay, so let's reassemble our coffin and I'll put that there. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. And I'm going to handle it judiciously. I'm not going to use gloves. I don't think it's a bad idea to use gloves, honestly. I think that's honestly kind of a smart plan to use to use gloves. Depending on the drug, it might be a smart plan to use that too. So let's see if we can, I want to do this without holding it, but let's see if we can, here's what it looks like. It's a moonscape, so you've got this, oh boy, it smells like hot. So it's not just straight black. Like last year's chip was pretty much just straight black. This side is. Oh, how weird. Got to be careful getting this. Oh, look, it's actually turning this blue where I touched it. That's fun. Okay, so I'm going to leave this chip right here. And, boy, these smell hot. These smell hotter than last year. This is, what am I in for? All right, so, maybe I'll get chopsticks. I don't think I actually want this on my hands. I don't really care about the heat. It's just that I find it staining. So, all right. So let's get ready to launch this. I'm gonna grab some chopsticks and then we'll get on into it. Okay. So as you can see, this chip has not moved. It's exactly where I had it before. Same broken pieces. Nothing has changed there. We're gonna grab my buddy Spidey. So Spidey, hold the timer. I got a new phone. Oh, man, these smell just disgusting. So. I don't like the timer on it, and I haven't downloaded a new one, so let's see, can I still reach it? So we're going to put this there for the timer, and we'll start it after I've eaten the chip, but I can't help but feel this is gimmicky, to be honest. This color changing stuff, it's kind of like the Paqui has run out of ideas of what to do with the chips, so now they're going to gimmicky stuff. Like I said, Takis not too long ago did their own sort of color change. They had different color change promotional rolled tortillas, which actually were some of the better ones that I've had from Taki for Halloween. And you can check that out in the playlist where I've done both of them. But, okay, let's do this nonsense. So we'll start with the small one first. Oh, disgusting. Then this one. Oh, vile. Ah, gross. All right, let's start this timer. I think that blue dye actually contributing to how horrible these taste. These are not. I'm not feeling this is super high right now. Ah, I just had that funky taste in my mouth. It is disgusting. Getting a little bit of a wrap up of heat now. Ugh, blue dye. Gross. And there's no other flavors to really try to compensate for that. I don't think this is as hot as last year's. It is far more disgusting. This is one of the worst tasting things. Ugh. Mouth heat is honestly not super high though. The red Blazing Foods wild nuts, I think they are, Reaper nuts, whatever. Those actually were hotter than this is so far. More a battle to see how long I can tolerate this horrible taste in my mouth, I think. Okay, 5 minutes, and this is tapered off pretty substantially at this point. I know Donnie got 2 of these, and he didn't quite make it to the second one. But I think, I'm going to go 10 minutes. But I don't think 2 of these would have posed too much of a challenge. I think Trier did like 10 of them, or maybe more. 10 of them. I don't think I would have wanted to do 10 of them. I would not want to do 2 of them. This flavor is. It tastes chemically. It tastes like the dye. And if you've ever tasted food dye, you know it's not an enjoyable thing at all. And that is coming through really strong. And that's what I mean, this gimmicky stuff is. I don't know why I threw that. I need that. It's pretty disappointing. And I started this late. I started the timer a few seconds. It's almost completely gone right now. So I could do half hour, 3 hours for it. I could do this conceivably until I needed to use the toilet, I suppose. And it probably is going to color. I think that. But I think the Takis did. I think they colored my poops a little bit. So I might get some of that going on. You should just rub it out, Donnie. This isn't that bad. Like, it's almost completely dissipated. Oh, you know what? I got the time wrong. I guess now it was 5 minutes. I said it was 5 minutes when it was only 4 minutes, but still 4 minutes, and it was really, really stepped off. You know, and I honestly kind of expect that because I think they were selling these in like Circle. No, I saw these in travel stops last year. I forget which ones, but if they're selling these in travel stops, you know, motorists and over the road truckers and stuff are going to be buying them theoretically. So it can't be too out of hand because if you're selling it to somebody who's driving and they're stupid enough to eat it in the car, which by the way I do not recommend you do. If you're driving, don't eat these. But even if you're a passenger, you could be putting yourself, if you're a non-chili head, even if you are a chili head, but if you're a non-chili head and you don't have the tolerance and haven't done any prep or anything like that, and that my prep isn't really for mouth heat. Honestly, my prep, I don't care about mouth heat. I've said it numerous times before. What I care about is I really dislike stomach cramps, like really intensely dislike that. So my entire prep is geared around avoiding that. I think the color is mostly gone now from my tongue. So I have a system that works really well. I have never, ever thrown up from eating something hot. Ever. Not once. I've come close 2 or 3 times. Actually, maybe a handful of times. Yeah, maybe even up to 5 times. I've come close. And I know that sensation of grabbing onto something and clutching onto it for dear life. You know, so I do this. I'm hunched over like this. Usually I get something so I can stand. And I try to just have the support be my legs and my arms so that I don't rely on my midsection for that while I ride it out. And it sucks. I hate it. So my preparation is revolved, just totally devoted to making sure that never happens. And it's all based on chemistry. At some point, if I do that Chili Head series I was talking about, I will do that. But if you want me to get to it sooner, I need at least 1,000 subs. But, so, like I said, I've never thrown up, but it's been a long while. I'm trying to think of the last time I had cramps, even. It's been quite some time since I've had any kind of cramping that has, whether it's extracts or reapers, that I've had to rely on the back of my couch. And I basically, honestly, and this will sound kind of funky, but I wind up stripping everything down till I'm just wearing, like either shorts if it's summer, but just I wear shorts normally in summer, so I'm wearing just shorts, or if it's in colder months, just pants. And that seems to really also help with the symptoms quite a bit. So, pro tip out there for anybody who might just decide to do this themselves and get themselves into a bad situation. But realistically, if I'm tempted to throw my prep out there because I'm curious to see if it works for everybody else. It works really well for me. Like, I'm not experiencing any discomfort at all right now, except here's the one thing I have. I do have a little bit of lip burning. I think mostly because I keep licking my lips. But I don't know how much that's going to help. But outside of that, I mean, I could eat more of these. The taste, like I said, is such I wouldn't want to, but I could definitely eat more of these. And you see, we're past 10 minutes now, so let's be done with you. Take my Kindle timer, and Spidey will we'll put Spidey here. Actually, Spidey can hold this. There we go. Spidey, you can hold this. So, this was not, I think last year's was actually harder than this year's was. And again, that comes to some tolerance and stuff like that, but this is by far the most repulsive flavored of all of them I've had so far. This was disgusting. And like I said, this, as a foodie person, chili at second, this does create some struggles for me. Because of the space I'm in, like I said, I think it's kind of expected that when this comes around every year, everybody, that makes videos in the space kind of does it, but I really think that they have almost probably run this as far as it can go at this point. Like when they come up with gimmicky stuff like this, I think you're kind of out of ideas. We need a new Super Hot, I guess, really, to kind of revive this. And maybe they need to make it more tailored or something like that. I think where they try to push it towards chili heads is doing multiple chips with League of Fire and all that stuff, which is fine. But at $9 a throw, no. Nope, no siree, thank you very much. That is not, to me, a very responsible expenditure. I can get an entire bottle of a hot sauce that I can enjoy for a while for that $9, or I get one of these. So if you're making money off of doing videos on YouTube and you want to do a stunt video with multiples, it kind of makes sense there because at least your costs are defrayed. Mine aren't. Almost everything you see on this channel is coming out of my pocket. So you got to pick your battles here and there. Like I said, if this is over $10 next year, I will not be doing a video. But for this time out, there it is. Where's the? Let's get it out. Let's get the stupid thing out. Here. Maybe I'll use this as a thumbnail instead. Who knows? Anyway, the Paqui One Chip Challenge 2022. Another one in the can, in the books. And that's that for that.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.